What is the limit of being a hero? What makes someone a villain? What begins after everything ends? Ah, you're here! I am Numbra, your Vagante, and today we're going to a festival! Woohoo! So, how do I look? The mask is because we'll be visiting the earthly cloak. You know how it is. When facing reality, sometimes it's best to be prepared. Anyway, let's not waste any more time here. Come with me. Welcome to the Fins in Etatiora, or something like that. Pronouncing other languages isn't my strong suit, but you already know that. To celebrate the hero's life, a legend, this is the festival of the lost hero, Xandria. From what I can say, our hero was an ordinary person who loved everything related to music. He had fun and even taught himself a few things. His name was Shan, and he was bored. In pursuit of dream to help even more people with his music, he decided to join a guild of heroes, and thus received a new name and title. He was now Xandria, the poet hero. Together with the other heroes of the guild, he spent his days focused on bringing smiles to people's face, fighting the demons of despair with his music. Xandria was kind. His voice was impressive and comforting. His presence brought cherish, and sometimes he seemed not to understand his own brightness. He served as a poet for years, and the people who followed him adopted the nickname Children of Xandria. For all he did, for all the hearts he charmed and helped, they felt that a statue alone would not be enough to honor him. So they have held this festival every year since he disappeared. They are truly dedicated children, are they? Look, food stalls! There seems to be lots of tasty things. I know that most of the food here was what he liked. Oh, it seems there's the only energy drink on. What the? I was wondering what he's doing now. I never really got to know him, but I know he was kind and had a good laugh. And I will have the strawberry one. What about you? What do you like? Eh? Ah, come on! Eh? Oh, toast with caviar, is it? Feel free, I'm fine with my strawberry. Jeez, this guy's a bit creep. Just take one, let's go. I'm fine, I get it! I mean, give me strawberry, no problem. No. No, 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 no. See, over time I realized that heroes are just ordinary people, only with a little bit of different powers and a wider audience. In the end, anyone can be a hero, as long as they use their powers for the good of others, right? Look! A place to take photo! How cute! A strawberry and tomato? Why? Anyway, come on, let's take a photo. Cheese! Maybe I should get you a mask too. Have you ever thought about becoming a hero? I confess that's not really my style. It brings to mind the idea that you have to be extremely good and incapable of social failings. I prefer to be free. It seems that there are several games and stories that are showing the more human side of heroes though. Whoa, there's an Ivy concert going on! Chandra really liked her. In fact, even heroes have their own heroes. It may be ironic, but people who want to save others probably did so cause they were saved by someone else before, right? To be fair, I'm not really a fan of crowds and screaming, you know? Whoa, shadow competition! Let's go! I don't even know how to do it, but let's go, let's go! Oh, my throat, my voice. I need a break. There, pop that one. Like this. And my bad for the long break. But wearing a mask can be quite tiring. Don't worry, I'll be back to normal soon. I just need a little rest. I haven't told you how he became a lost hero, have I? Well, it's a bit confusing. Actually, they call him a lost hero, not because he's lost, but because people lost him. The guild seemed to be experiencing some internal problems. But it was when they suddenly expelled one of the members that things got even worse. They said that this member was one of the demons of despair, which was hard to believe. But Xandria was one of the heroes on the front line for a battle. I remember it well. His voice didn't seem to want to believe. From that day on, Xandria continued his activities in the guild, but little by little his presence diminished, until he simply left, abandoning the guild and his position as a hero, leaving a letter of apology, and returning to being the simple Shan he was before. He apologized to his former colleague and talked about also going through difficulties in the guild and not being able to see that she was going through the same thing. This made some of his people think that the time they spent together was a lie, that he was part of the villains. Huh? Oh, look, it started. The finale of the festival. All the children of Xandria gathered to thank the hero and wish him well, even though he is no longer active. That doesn't matter. The matters are all the feelings they put into their feathers and let them fly, hoping they will reach and warm the heart of the one who has done them so much good. They are truly devoted people. So, would you like to leave a feather too? I think that if he really going through hard times, he probably only managed to stay in the guild for so long because of the children of Xandria. They gave him the strength he needed to keep moving forward. And most of them think to think so too. I believe this because I kind of feel it too, somehow. I used to watch Heroes, always silently. But I couldn't do that for long because I was looking for my own way to find you. Even though I was just another silent ghost among so many voices of support, I still like him. I still believe in him. So, why not? There is no way to know if someone is truly a hero or a villain. But one unfortunate event does not replace all the moments of joy we have experienced. Things may end and never be the same again. But the memories of happiness are real and last as long as we allow them to. Choosing to believe in someone may cause pain, but it's better than believing that the whole world is bad. There may be disappointments, but we'll never be blamed for opening our hearts and allowing ourselves to feel, right? Also, wishing well for someone doesn't hurt anyone. The melancholic, gentle, and welcome tones, surrounded by colors with a comforting smile, are an inspiration for all the children of Xandria and for all the ghosts who were unable to show themselves. In the end, everything turned into a great blue light, which follows the uncertain path of a maze, reaching a sky that smiles back at our hero, assuring him that he will never be forgotten, and that no matter where he goes, or the path he chooses, he will always have a sea of children with their feathers wishing him only the best.